What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be going over the system changes that will be coming with this new update, just going over the various raid changes, dungeon changes, all that good stuff. Just wanted to highlight for you guys and just kind of talk about it. You might notice I haven't uploaded in about 5 days. The reason why is I've been getting over a cold. Also might notice why my voice sounds a little weird is because of the cold. But I just still wanted to get this video out for you guys, so hopefully you guys enjoy it still, even though my voice is a little weird right now. And anyways, let's jump into the video and talk about these changes. So first thing to talk about is Midnight's Capital Plains changes. So what they're going to be doing is actually removing MSP from the daily challenge for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it still will be available, but for the other days, it will not be in the daily challenge anymore. Personally, I'm not really a fan of that change because I just feel like it's not necessary. Like, I feel like leaving it in there is a great idea because I would see a lot of new players actually do MSP 1 through 3 because it's just really easy to do. It doesn't really require that much AP or anything like that. You can just gather some new players and just complete it. You see people recruiting it all the time. You'll see right here there's someone recruiting for it. So I feel like removing it wasn't really necessary. One good part I do like is for Friday through Sunday, all the way till Monday at 6 a.m. server time, you can get double loot from Midnight's Capital Plains. Now that is a great change I'm really happy about because a couple months ago we actually had the Midnight's Capital Plains event where everything was double loot from the bosses of stage 1 through 6. So it made it really a big incentive to run it because you would get a ton of freaking stones that you could trade in for Nightfall Sanctuary soul shields, materials, just a bunch of really great stuff. But once the event ended, what they did was they removed the double loot, and really the incentive to run 1 through 6 was really kind of killed by that, honestly. Like, the only people running it now is just people 1 through 3. But with them bringing back double loot essentially for the weekend, I feel like it's such a great change. And honestly, I'll probably hop in and do some 1 through 6 runs myself probably on Saturday or Sunday. Either way, it's a really great change. Once the weekend is here, we'll probably see a lot more 1 through 6 parties again. So the next thing is probably one of the biggest changes we have is going to be a completely new system to how the raid loot is dropped. So originally, you'll do something like, let's say, Black Tower, and you complete the very first boss, the Drake guy. You complete him, and then he drops an RNG chance one of the various accessories that he drops. Now, if you need like the fire accessory, it could take weeks and weeks and weeks until it drops, which can be very frustrating. And I mean, they've done ways to try to supplement that. They've put in various ways where you can trade in like helium cores and stuff like that, but that's not really an optimal way. But what they're going to be doing now is replacing that whole system, and they're going to be making it into just a chest that drops, and then everyone can bid on that chest, and then whoever wins the bid gets that chest, and then within the chest is a class exclusive item. So here's a little clip so you can see an example of how the chest works.
This will drop in lieu of the previous drops. Everybody will be able to bid on this item specifically, and then the person that wins it, they'll be able to open it up, and it'll give them another chest specific for the class that they're on. So you can see here, I have a Force Master's Raven necklace chest. Inside of this chest, I'll be able to pick whichever one that I would like.
So essentially it's a chest inside another chest. Crazy idea there. But I kind of look at this new system like a pro and a con. The pro of it is that it's no longer going to be RNG. And I like that because now you don't have to be like, pray to the RNG gods that my freaking fire accessory drops. I've been farming Black Tower for months and I can't get this dumb fire accessory to drop. And that's happened so many times to a lot of my friends. And that's so frustrating because you can't control that. So this new system obviously is going to cost a lot more gold because everyone's going to be bidding for it. So that is the con of it because, it's not like where it used to be the fire accessory would drop and only the people that need the fire accessory would bid. So essentially it wouldn't be as expensive as it would be now because this chest drops, everyone can use it for their accessory. So, hey, everyone's going to be bidding a ton of gold on it. So the con is it's going to be way more expensive for people, but the pro is that it's no longer going to be RNG. It says whoever has the most gold can buy it and get their accessory. So overall, I do like it more because now you don't have to wait months and months to get a dumb accessory. But keep in mind, it's going to be kind of a free-for-all now. Everyone's going to be bidding for that chest whenever it drops. So there's pros and cons, but personally I feel like the pros do outweigh the cons. Next thing to talk about is the various dungeon and raid nerfs. So Vortex Temple, Scion's Keep, Nightfall Sanctuary, Ransack Treasury, Shadowmoor, Dreamsong Theater, and the Brood Chamber are all getting some type of nerf to them. Some are more significant than others, but all these are going to be changes to help out and make these dungeons and nerfs more easier to clear for people. Also for the normal mode of Ransack Treasury and the Shadow Mord, they're going to be getting a pretty big buff called the Extra Confidence buff, and it's going to reduce received damage taken by 50% and increase attack power by 30%. So running these two dungeons is going to be very easy, especially Ransack Treasury, because you're going to be getting that buff and it's going to be getting some nerfs to the mechanics. And honestly, I don't mind that because they reduce the gold by like more than half for that dungeon, so it made sense to make it way easier because it's a lot of effort for only like 7 gold that it gives now with like a membership. So I don't really mind that change at all. Unfortunately for the general nerfs of the dungeons and the raids, we don't really have a clear list for our region because even though it's supposed to be the patch notes, Blade and Soul, they don't even want to post the exact change they're doing. So really unfortunate because I want to be able to discuss all the changes, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see and just play through the content like always. I did see some things where supposedly they're just nerfing stuff, like for Twilight Temple, for example, some of the bosses where they had mechanics that would wipe the whole party. Now it's only going to kill the person affected instead of the whole party. Just various little things to tone down the difficulty. But again, those are not 100% confirmed, so we'll just have to wait and see, I guess, on patch day and find out. The next change is honestly kind of a small one, but I feel like it'll actually help out a lot of new players. If you want to get your Divine Dragon bracelet or your Tiger bracelet, you now can just purchase it. You don't actually have to get the unrefined version anymore. This was a nice little change because having to farm up the 5 beads from Mushin Tower was honestly just kind of an unnecessary pain, especially for a new player. So now they can just get their Dragon Cores and just buy their bracelet and be ready to go. So this is going to make new players way easier to get their bracelet, which is honestly a huge DPS increase for any class. So obviously a very small change, but I feel like a very necessary change too. Besides that, they're also going to be implementing the huge Awakening skill patch. Really the general idea is they're going to be fixing all the buds. There's actually a lot more buds for the classes than I thought there were. Also a lot of various different buffs in forms of either equipment being changed so the duration of the effect lasts longer or shorter, or even soul shield changes and even skill changes. So this is a really huge patch for the Awakening skills. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can check it all out because it's just a huge wall of text. So you can scroll and check out what class you're interested in and see their skill changes. So I will leave that link, check that out if you're interested. Really the only other stuff that is coming is the 3 new event dungeons and the jackpot, all stuff that I already previously covered. So overall this is not a big update at all. Probably one of the smallest updates we've ever had when I kind of think about it. Like there's not much at this update at all. Like it's just like some event dungeons and that's it. There's not much. But I'm not really complaining because I'm still trying to figure out my Awakening class right now, trying to find the best builds and everything. So it's not like I really care for a ton of content right now because I already have so much to work on. But overall, you know, I'm really just excited about the raid changes. That's the kind of the biggest thing for me. I'm really happy I don't have to worry about RNG anymore. I can just buy my freaking raid chest and just get my raid accessory. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks to hope that I get my raid accessory. So that's kind of the biggest change for me. But overall, let me know what you guys are excited about. Are you excited about the skill balance changes and everything like that? You know, what are you guys excited about? So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Hopefully my voice is better in the next video because it does suck right now. But thank you guys for watching the video if you watch it all the way through. Appreciate the support. And yeah, one like makes me feel better. So, you know, like the video. See you guys in the next video real soon.